You can finally delete all those tedious and outdated video editing habits because this might change how creators work forever. I am honestly not exaggerating when I say there is a tool that just flipped the entire long-form to short-form pipeline completely on its head. If you make videos for a living, you really need to hear about this because it changes everything. The tool is called Vizard, and what it actually does for your workflow is genuinely insane. You haven't seen anything quite like this if you are still manually scrubbing through hours of footage looking for highlights. With Vizard, you can turn hours of raw footage into publish-ready short clips in just a matter of minutes. I mean real, high-quality clips with captions, trendy cuts, and hooks at the perfect moment. Everything is perfectly formatted for TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts without you ever needing to open Premiere or After Effects. And here is the absolute kicker. Literally anyone can use this tool to get professional results. You do not need an editing degree, you do not need an obsession with keyframes, and you certainly don't need late-night renders. It is built specifically for creators who want to ship content fast and actually get a good night's sleep. Let me quickly walk you through exactly what I did and why this matters for your channel. Normally, when I need a batch of shorts, I either have to hire an expensive editor or spend hours chopping up footage myself. I usually end up guessing which moments will perform and then spending even more time cross-reformatting for every single platform. Motion graphics, sound design, and color tweaks are just another bill and another round of painful back-and-forth communication. Other AI tools are awesome for motion graphics, but they are focused on visuals rather than the core editing pipeline. Those new video from image models are impressive, but they aren't designed to plug into your long-form library and churn out viral clips. In short, those tools have great ideas, but the process is fragmented and often becomes too expensive. Vizard actually solves the whole chain, and here's how I tested it with my own workflow. Spoiler alert, it is stupidly simple and incredibly repeatable for every video you make. Step 1 is to upload your raw, long-form video like an interview or a podcast episode. I dropped a 1-hour interview into the tool and it took only a few minutes to process everything. Right away, the AI highlighted a bunch of potential clips, from the big laughs to the controversial one-liners. Vizard doesn't guess wildly, but instead uses viewership signals and audio energy to pick the truly viral moments. Step 2 is to pick a clip and a style that matches your specific brand identity. Vizard gives you templates geared for platform trends like fast-paced cuts for TikTok or vertical caption-first edits for Instagram. I tried the conversation highlight template and the hook first template, and both looked solid right out of the gate. There were no keyframes to set and no manual timing, just a single click to render a ready-to-post clip. Step 3 is where the auto captions and sound design come into play. Vizard auto-generates accurate captions and even suggests punchy on-screen text for your video hook. It syncs the beats automatically and can even add subtle sound design stings to emphasize your transitions. Step 4 is batching and scheduling, which is where this tool really earns its keep. I queued 5 clips and set a posting cadence, and Vizard auto-scheduled them across my socials automatically. You no longer need to deal with manual exports or importing into a separate social media manager. It even optimizes thumbnail choices based on predicted click-through rates, which is a massive game changer. That means you go from raw footage to a full week's worth of posts in the time it used to take to export one clip. Now, I know some of you are thinking, but what about fancy motion graphics and visual polish? That is a great question, so I tried recreating a slick subscribe animation I'd seen elsewhere. Instead of a complex workflow, I simply used Vizard to extract the clip and layered a lightweight end card on top. It is not trying to be a complex motion graphics suite, but rather the fastest path to a finished social post that actually performs. For 95% of my output, that is exactly the kind of efficiency I need. For designers who want full custom motion work, other tools have their place, but they are often a separate and expensive step. With Vizard, I can produce a branded end card far faster and for a fraction of the total friction. The motion might not always be bespoke, but the engagement numbers are often indistinguishable from a full studio job. Vizard acts more like a production assistant who finds the best lines and dresses them up for you. Let's talk about ROI, because we all know that creators need to make this math work. If you are on a pro plan, you can easily get 5 solid client-ready clips a month from one single session. If you charge clients for these clips, you are looking at significant profit after your monthly fee. The The math clearly favors automation here because you can scale faster and spend way less time editing. I actually paid a human editor to replicate one of these clips, and it took a full day of back and forth feedback. Vizard produced a version that got nearly the same engagement and was ready in just a few minutes. Which one would you pick if you had to post 3 clips today and actually wanted to sleep tonight? For creators whose main job is to publish consistently and grow an audience, Vizard reduces friction like no other tool. That is the fundamental difference between making one viral video a month and building a steady content engine. Here are a few pro tips if you decide to try this workflow for yourself. First, let Vizard process the whole session because the AI finds moments you would otherwise miss. Second, use the caption editor to punch up your hooks, as a small wording change can really improve retention. Third, batch schedule for peak times and let Vizard handle the distribution so you do not have to babysit your posts. Finally, keep a small library of branded assets that Vizard can attach automatically to keep your output cohesive. This isn't about firing editors, it is about rethinking where human creativity matters most. Use Vizard for the grunt work like clipping and captioning, and save human designers for projects that need a bespoke touch. If you are an agency trying to scale social posting without hiring a small army, give Vizard a serious look. It is not a magic wand, but it is the easiest way to turn long videos into consistent, high-performing content. I created a week's worth of posts from a single session, and I spent most of the time scheduling rather than editing. Find the tools I mentioned in the description below, and if you try Vizard, tell me which clip surprised you the most. Also, tell me in the comments, would you pay a human editor or let Vizard crank out 5 clips a week? Follow for more workflow experiments and real tests with creator tools that actually save you time.